It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Falcons, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April.
On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. To the air. Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Penix. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. In motion goes McLeod. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Option play. Here's Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Rodgers going to throw. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, now Rodgers. Brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Warren will try the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Sanders. A short one there to Freiermuth. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to his former level.
Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Warren, touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Penix working out of the gun here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now 2nd and 5. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And looking to throw, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll have the first down and more than that. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Robinson on a give right side. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And to find the open man, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll find Metcalf. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. A handoff for Warren. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man. It's Warren. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sanders now. A final shot before break. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. We'll stay in the AFC South as we head one state over to check on the Indianapolis Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that game has gone to halftime with the visiting Texans out on top. It's C.J. Stroud with 3. Count them. 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Derrick Henry, a touchdown run in the victory. In the first half, it was the rookie number 8 overall pick, Michael Penix, who had it working out there. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2 touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of
fitting in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll throw with Penix. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Penix with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. They toss it to Warren. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He finds Austin complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Looking deep here for Mooney. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On the give, here's Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 3rd down and 10. In motion, the tight end. To the air, Penix. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. To throw is Sanders. Throwing to start the drive. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Sanders completes it to Austin. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, had his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard.
This is the development trait. This player has a zone ability.